We started back up with the search this morning with some dive teams, and then about 30 volunteers and about 20 fire folks, and about a dozen or so law enforcement agencies, or a dozen personnel from law enforcement to begin the search and kind of expand where we started or left off yesterday. Working from about a quarter mile out to a half mile out, and today we're moving from the half mile to about a mile. We had a little more information of where we think is the direction of travel, where the subject was seen on a video. And so we kind of started to look in those areas, and specifically look into those areas for the remainder of the day.
And so after I saw you last, you moved to this location off of 77, and you had the Forest Rangers join you.
Yes.
And then, so how did the family end up going on the res? There was some difficulty in having you guys go on the res, but they were able to.
Well, I mean, it was just to make sure that we respect the reservation and the population of the reservation and the people over there. So we don't want to offend anyone, and make sure that they were cooperating from their standpoint. But we were just continuing our search of areas that were not on the reservation, and this property that we're standing on now, and a few other properties in the area that we were checking, as well as some more waterways. And then we were reconfirming a couple areas that we searched yesterday, but we wanted to walk back through those areas again. And then this afternoon, some of the friends and family decided to expand that off into some areas that we haven't gotten to yet, which is, is their prerogative to go and search. And thankfully and very luckily, we found the gentleman alive.
Where was he found?
It was about 200 to 300 yards off of Ledge Road, south of Ledge Road, in the woods. And he was able to walk himself out of the woods, and then he was transported to ECMC for treatment.
So he was conscious and alert? And
yes. The initial report that he was not alert, but once our first aid and EMS personnel and fire personnel were able to make contact, he was able to walk himself out of the woods under his own power. It's always difficult because the emotions of the family are always there. We've got to maintain ourselves in a professional approach to how we search, and just not start looking in areas willy-nilly per se. We want to have some strategies and tactics put into place before we start going out into those areas. And this was extremely fortunate. Everybody's extremely happy. I'm extremely happy for the family and the friends, and especially for the gentleman that was missing.
I think we all go through this. You have your job to do, but it's got to be a great feeling for you when there is this kind of resolution.
It is. In this line of work, it's not always, we don't always see people under the best circumstances or loss of life or property. So whenever we can, perform a rescue and make someone's life better, in this case to be able to assist the family in whatever way we could is extremely gratifying, and we're just very happy that we were able to assist.
The other element of the story here, I think, is not only the volunteer firefighters, but volunteers volunteering along them, friends and family. I mean, this is a community story.
It is. Everybody knew Mark in the area. It's a small area, but everybody knows everybody very much. Everybody's a neighbor. The outpouring of support from the community was fantastic, as far as the resources that they opened up, as far as the church and food and hydration, water and things of that nature was fantastic.